Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Today I wanted to try out a really fun team that was used by a professional Smash player called Plup in Wolfe's VGC Invitational tournament that took place this past weekend. Plup is one of the best Smash players in the world, and he built this team alongside Ashton Cox, who's really been one of the most innovative team builders in the game. And this team was really fun to watch, and I was honestly really impressed by it. There are obviously two components to it that are really unique. That's the Cramorant with the choice specs. Cramorant's a Pokemon that I honestly had to look up before the tournament started because I had no idea what it did. And I thought it was like a little bit gimmicky, but Plup brought it to like every game and he actually utilized it really well. And it showed me the potential of the Pokemon. I think it's a Pokemon that is super fun to use and it synergizes really well with the rest of the team here. You have a lot of support through Pokemon like Arcanine and Rotom. You can also surf your own Gastrodon to give it special attack boosts. This is like a really bulky Gastrodon that with Stockpile can boost up continuously and become impossible to knock out. And then there's that Rhyperior, which actually has Lightning Rod instead of Solid Rock, so it's able to redirect those electric type threats away from the Cramorant. It also features Sableye, which is a really neat Pokemon. Sableye actually just won the first VGC 20 regional championships over in Europe, and so it's certainly a competitively viable Pokemon, one that people have probably slept on a little bit earlier on in the format. Obviously, Prankster is an incredible ability, and it's really cool with this team because you've got the Choice Specs Cramorant, you've got the Rain Dance, and so you're able to instantly set up the rain and just get some heavy damage immediately. You can even surf yourself to eject button and then go into something like the Gastrodon or the Rhyperior. Alternatively, Sableye is also just a strong Pokemon because it gets access to priority Will-O-Wisp, and this one has the eject button, so you can trick the eject button onto a Pokemon, especially a Dynamax Pokemon, and just send it out immediately. So excited to try this out. Plup is actually one of my favorite Smash players, so super cool to see him play VGC, so props to him and Ashton for building a really awesome team, and props to Plup for having a phenomenal run throughout the course of the tournament. Yeah, I think I'll play with this team for probably 2 episodes or so, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes, and I hope you guys enjoy. Feel free to give the team a try yourself if you're interested. Most of the other teams from the Invitational are also available as rental code teams, so you can check the link in the description below for that. And as always, if you guys enjoy, please share support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the first game today. Alright, we're going to find our very first opponent with this team. I got my butt kicked in the first couple of games that I played for fun, so hopefully things will go a little bit better. I think this team is really intricate, and I definitely, as someone trying it out for like the first time basically, don't understand a lot of the intricacies, and so it will definitely, like, I really want to feature the Cramorant, but I do think it's one of those Pokemon that you need to bring in the right situations. I was really impressed because Plup was able to bring it in like all his games basically. But yeah, one of the things that is tough is that this team doesn't really have a great means of speed control. So when you're up against like faster speed control like we see right here where my opponent has the Whimsicott, things can get a little dicey. This is frustrating too because my opponent has 3 Pokemon that are immune to ground type, so Gastrodon can't just like max Quake away. I mean, something like Whimsicott Duraludon is just super terrifying to go up against. Not sure what the best answer against that is. It could be Sableye and try to eject something immediately. But then Togekiss and Excadrill is also a solid lead. You know what? I'm just going to go with Plup's normal Cramorant and Sableye lead and try it out. And in the back, we'll go Gastrodon. And Rhyperior might actually not be bad. I don't have great ways to hit that Hydreigon, so I brought that Rhyperior. If we can check the... I was going to say, if we can check the Duraludon, I mean, we also have to deal with Rotom and Whimsicott as well, and Excadrill. Yeah, Rhyperior probably was not the right Pokemon to bring here. Alright, let's see how Sableye and Bird does. It's a fire outfit my opponent has. Okay, it is Whimsicott Duraludon. What I honestly want to do here is trick onto the Duraludon Dynamax and eject button away the Duraludon. There's probably no point in going for the speed boosts. This is where Rhyperior could actually maybe come in handy if my opponent brings in the Rotom, for example. So, you know what, let's go for it. We're going to Trick, we're going to Dynamax, and Hailstorm does the most damage. It also breaks a potential Whimsicott Sash. So let's just go for pure damage here onto Duraludon. Unless Duraludon is max lightning, which could also be a problem. Yeah, having something like Quash could be cool. Fake Out could be appreciated here too. It would be nice here if Whimsicott protects, expecting a Fake Out and an Airstream. And we can just eject button away the Duraludon. Hopefully a Dynamax is here. But it doesn't. Well, we'll steal its item away. I really thought it would Dynamax it, but maybe my opponent anticipated the Dynamax. It's Assault Vested, actually. It's just a Moonblast coming out, though. Okay. So we'll survive that because of the Assault Vest. We should outspeed, and we'll actually force the Duraludon out, so I guess this isn't terrible. Duraludon looks so tiny there. We actually do so much damage there. Alright, I guess I'll take that, honestly. You know what could be kind of fun, too? We could trick the Assault Vest onto my Cramorant. Alright, not bad. That wasn't how I was expecting turn 1 to go. I would have loved to see a Dynamax there from Duraludon, but good awareness by my opponent not to Dynamax. And there's the Rotom. I mean, we could... This is where Rhyperior could actually be huge for us. Yeah. We can switch Sableye out into Rhyperior for the Lightning Rod. And go for a max hail, or sorry, Airstream here onto the Whimsicott. Maybe going for Airstream last turn would have been better, but yeah, I would prefer to break the Whimsicott Sash here. Just Moonblasting again, too. What? That did so much damage? But this means my opponent won't have Tailwind now. Maybe the bird can actually sweep through. It's weird to go up against a Whimsicott and not see it Tailwind either times, or either turn. Okay, Thunderbolt. Yes! This is what I wanted to show off. We'll also see who's faster between Rhyperior and Rotom now. Rhyperior is faster after the Airstream. We might just be able to sweep through with Rhyperior and Cramorant. The big thing is obviously my opponent hasn't Dynamaxed yet. But alright, we'll take that. We will absolutely take that. Hydreigon comes in, okay. I mean, with the dynamic speed, I think we're free to just Airstream and Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for that. Alright, the bird has been putting in work, guys. Hydreigon probably Dynamaxes here. If Rotom Dynamaxes, that's fine. I mean, I've got Gastrodon waiting in the back, and I think Gastrodon will win against both Duraludon and Rotom. We've taken care of the biggest threats to it. And Rotom's Dynamaxing, okay. So the question here is, does Hydreigon protect? It totally could. But the thing is, you can only knock out the Rhyperior here. And there's no protect, wow. Man, the bird has been putting in work. It's just been, yeah. It's so fast right now. And we know it's Assault Vest with the Duraludon in the back. So that's just going to get blown up. Because it doesn't have Protect. Rock Slide here should knock out the Hydreigon. So weird seeing fast Rhyperior. Let's go. So probably just Max Geyser here, yeah. But I think the game is over at this point, to be honest. I think Gastrodon just wins. Like, our opponent still has multiple turns of Dynamax, but that's fine. In fact, what we can do now is we're no longer Dynamax, but we never actually used an attack with Choice Specs before. So what we can do is actually just bring out the Gastrodon. And since the Duraludon no longer has the Assault Vest, we can just Surf ourselves and stockpile up. I think Surf with Choice Specs will knock out that Duraludon in this range, yeah. Especially because it doesn't have Assault Vest anymore. Let's go, bird! Nice. I do think opposing speed control, which most teams have, especially Tailwind, can give this team a lot of trouble. So it's odd to not see my opponent just go for a Tailwind initially. But yeah, here's the serve. So this is Specs boosted, and Duraludon no longer has Assault Vest, so this should definitely knock that out. Yep. And more importantly, it gives the Storm Cherry. Now you see Cramorant with the altered form. Oh my goodness. Max Lightning, but that's fine. The only way we lose... Actually, I was gonna say one cool thing we could do is trick the Assault Vest, but actually that's not a good play because then we can't go for recover. And I mean, the only way Rotom is able to hit us is it gets flung over there, and we'll have a defense drop as well. The only way Rotom can hit us if it has Nasty Plot and like Shadow Ball. Nasty Plot might be the case, but look, without hidden power in the game now, Gastrodon is like the nightmare Pokemon to go up against. So now we've got Assault Vest Sableye and the Gastrodon, so might as well just Scald here. Yeah, we can only foul play because of the Assault Vest, but it was worth it. I think that turn 1 worked out nicely. This Cramorant is like max speed basically, so you speed tie with max speed Duraludon, but if they're not max speed and Assault Vest sets typically won't be, then yeah, you don't have to worry about it as much. So yeah, if my opponent Dynamax there, like that would have been super ideal because then we just like boot that out and steal the Assault Vest, but that was honestly really ideal. Yeah, it's not like Whimsicott didn't have Tailwind there, so kind of surprised to see it not go for Tailwind, but we take those. Yeah, the Hail also helped us out so that we would just be able to get the knockdown. Rhyperior's speed got boosted thanks to the Airstream, so the dream game for Cramorant in that first game, honestly. It's weird because you often don't want to Dynamax it because it has the choice specs, but the Dynamax helps it a lot, especially if you can Snowball and Airstream, because that's like the one main way you can get some speed control off with this team. So Cramorant puts in work, and we're actually up against a pretty familiar looking team. Alright, we're going up against my Snorlax team. Let's try not to lose here. What did the Snorlax team? No, the upside is we don't have to go up against Tailwind here. If that is just the code, we could really bring in Rhyperior here because we can Brick Break the screens away from Grimmsnarl. So I think I want to do that. It's pretty easy to deny Trick Room too. How do I beat Grimmsnarl and Dragapult though? I could trick the berry away and give it an eject button. So maybe we actually go Sableye Cramorant. And obviously Snorlax is the threat. Go with Rhyperior. Rhyperior Arcanine. This is kind of weak to Conkeldurr though, isn't it? But are we beating Conkeldurr elsewise with Rotom and Gastrodon? I don't think so. Alright, going up against the very team that I created. And I don't know how I feel about this matchup, but in Bird we trust. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Gastrodon wants to stall out this game because Snorlax can just Belly Drum in front of it. Rotom doesn't... I mean, it offers Will-O-Wisp, but we also have the Will-O-Wisp on Sableye and the Arcanine. So, yeah. Let's see. We can also trick away a berry from Snorlax, which would be cool. So I'm wondering if my opponent's going to go the Snorlax route or the Dragapult route. It's Togekiss Dragapult. Okay. Ooh, that's actually pretty scary. Follow Me here is pretty safe. You can just Dynamax the Dragapult. I think Dragapult here probably should Dynamax. Okay, let's say it Dynamaxes. I'm running out of time. Guess I'll go for a Will-O-Wisp in case. You always go for the Follow Me here, though. So I think Trick Eject Butting there might have been better. What does that accomplish, though? I mean, it boots out the Togekiss, I guess. And then we can focus our efforts onto the Dragapult. Although Dragapult actually didn't Dynamax there. I might get yawned here. Actually, yeah, I mean, this totally could be just a turn 1 Follow Me Dragon Dance. Oh, nice, it's not. Oh, but I have the Lumberry on Dragapult. It's so funny. I forgot about the Lumberry while I was using the team, and now I forgot about it in this scenario. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's just a Phantom Force. Phantom Force Yawn? that's hilarious. You know, this actually isn't terrible, though. But that could have gone a lot better. Yeah, we can actually just bring in Rhyperior, I think. Actually, Cramorant's faster. And if that is the eject button, we could just... Oh no, Arcanine is faster than Cramorant, never mind. Alright, we'll bring out Rhyperior. Follow Me Phantom Force was not the play I was expecting. Or not Follow Me, sorry. Dazzling Phantom Force was not the play I expected. But I probably got away a little lucky there, to be honest. We're going to Rock Slide, and I don't want to get Yawned right now, so I think Airstreaming Togekiss is ideal, because then we get a speed boost, and then we'll be able to outspeed Dragapult with our bird. Alright, Phantom Force into Rhyperior. That's fine. I really was expecting a turn 1 Dynamax. Not the play I was expecting. I can't believe I Will-O-Wisp into my own Dragapult with with the berry, though. Yeah, if we just doubled up into Togekiss there, things would be pretty ideal. So it does have the eject button. But after Rock Slide, perhaps we can just knock out the Dragapult with the Max Hailstorm. And Grimmsnarl comes out, and we do have Brick Break for the screens. And you can't Fake Out. And Rock Slide double connect, so that's actually, everything's been super ideal so far. Very nice. Okay, great. I think Hailstorm is probably better here just to guarantee the knockout on a Dragapult. In case it chooses the Dynamax. So let's just Brick Break here. And Hailstorm. I guess Grimmsnarl here could just go for a Light Screen immediately. But we'll outspeed with the bird now. It's so funny. I literally forgot about Willis the entire time I was using the team. Lightstream comes out, but this is where the Brick Break's actually going to come in huge. We should outspeed with the Cramorant as well. Nice. So the one thing we have to watch out for, obviously, is Snorlax. That is going to be the Pokemon, sure, waiting for me in the back. But honestly, Rhyperior and Cramorant, like, the thing is that Snorlax wants the Belly Drum, right? So let's see how much Brick Break does here. Not bad. And more importantly, we wear off the screen. Yeah, I think I got a little lucky that first turn. I think if a Yawn went into Cramorant, this game would be completely different. And I don't think I made the most optimal play there. Like, Will-O-Wisp is definitely not the most optimal. It's already not the most optimal play, but no Snorlax. Okay. That means you probably want to Dynamax the Kelder. But we've got Intimidate from the Arcanine. Yeah, let's just Intimidate it. I think I'm going to double switch here so then I can set up... I mean, I can use Trick with Sableye. I can set up a Rain Dance so that Hurricane's 100% accurate. That's probably what I'm going to go for. And that Conkeldurr is Iron Fist, so we can also burn it. Bird put in a lot of work. Yeah, I think Dragapult was also the correct approach from my opponent. I think something just like a Follow Me Dragon Dance turn 1 could have been really deadly, and I did not play around that well. So I did not make the best play turn 1, and I could have gotten punished really heavily for it. Probably should have, honestly. So Arcanine's going to Dynamax here, but that's fine. As soon as we knock out Arcanine or Conkeldurr, this game's over. We've got double Will-O-Wisp as well, and it's Intimidated. So not a bad spot. Both games we were able to bring in the Cramorant though and put in a lot of work. So we take those. I do think it was tough to bring Snorlax into this matchup when you're going up against Sableye, Arcanine, and another potential Will-O-Wisp user. Foul Play will actually do a hefty amount to Arcanine, but that's fine. It's actually Max Hailstorm coming out. Okay, that's not knocking us out for sure. Right. Wow. They actually did a lot more than I expected. Maybe I shouldn't have brought in Sableye then. Because we can't Rain Dance now. We can still lose this. Wow, actually, that was a nice play. Bring in Cramorant and just Will-O-Wisp Skull. Conkeldurr could actually pull this off, though. That's why Assault Vest Conkeldurr is so good. Without the rain being up anymore, I am a little scared, honestly. Especially if we miss this Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp and Scald, yeah. If we hit it, I think we'll be in a good spot, though. Alright, so it's gonna set up Light Screen, yep. We can break that again with the Rhyperior in the back. Okay, Will-O-Wisp connects, that's huge. Scald here will knock out Grimmsnarl. The thing is, this is where Togekiss could actually life do. I barely ever brought Togekiss when I was using that team. There's Max Knuckle, okay, good. So that won't do too much to us. How do we want to play this end game? Alright, Conkeldurr has another turn where it can't heal. It's burnt and intimidated at this point. It's the slowest out of all the Pokemon, but Togekiss gets to come in. That set was Follow Me, Life Dew, Dazzling, Yawn. So it can't protect. I feel like Yawn is honestly the safest play to go for. But you can totally see a Dazzling come out as well. I think we need to just go for damage, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna Flamethrower and Scald Togekiss. That probably doesn't knock out. I mean, that definitely doesn't knock out with Life Screen up, I would think. Alright, no Follow Me comes out, which is, I think, the correct play from my opponent. 2 chances to burn here, too. Do we get it? No. And there's the Life Dew, yeah. This is the last turn of Dynamax, though. I still think that's the best play on our end. It is another Max Knuckle, which I also think is the correct play from my opponent's end. Conkeldurr could pull this off, honestly, yeah. That's why I was using Assault Vest Conkeldurr. It's really good. This team's best answer against it is the Cramorant. Alright, the question is whether another double up knocks out the Togekiss. Wait, how fast is this Rhyperior? It's base 10, it's got 101. Oh, this is Jolly Rhyperior. Wow. So it would be faster than the Conkeldurr, which I think is good. So maybe we just double up here. Flamethrower Scald. This is kind of a crazy game. I thought I had a really good advantage, but yeah, AV Conkeldurr is a beast. Oh, this Togekiss is so bulky with Light Screen up too. But we get the knockout. Was that a crit? No. Okay. Just Drain Punch into Arcanine, I assume. It does get the knockout. Alright, it's 2-on-1 now. Conkeldurr's back to full. Light Screen is up. I think we bring out Rhyperior. Does a Mach Punch KO us? That's the question. It might. Swept by my own Conkeldurr, potentially. I can't even be mad about that. Yeah, Conkeldurr was actually the best Pokemon to Dynamax at the end of the day for my opponent. Like, neither Gastron or Rotom really do anything against it. They kind of get destroyed by it. So the real approach to beating Conkeldurr is the Cramorant, and I chose to lock myself into Scald because I didn't want to miss Hurricane because I didn't expect to get knocked out by Max Hailstorm. I think we'll protect this turn and Scald. And then just hope High Horsepower plus Scald KOs. Oh, is that a crit? That was definitely a crit. Yeah. Not sure we needed that, though. But it helps for sure. The scary thing is we could still miss the High Horsepower. I mean, I could Brick Break. Oh, wait, sorry, it's Earthquake. Never mind. We're good. We do not have to risk missing an attack. Earthquake with Life Orb and Scald should get the KO. Alright. Wow, that was intense. That was scary. I don't know. I don't honestly think I should have... That turn 1 was really bad on my end. Because I forgot about my own Lumberry. But I think my opponent honestly made the correct Pokemon choice here. This team does have a lot of techs against it. I think a well-played Dragapult is probably the way to really win in that matchup. So I think Follow Me Dragon Dance could really mess me up. Because I don't really have any counterplay to that. I could go for the... I guess my counterplay there is... I should have always targeted the Togekiss with Airstream. That's the thing. I should have never targeted the Dragapult. So I think actually Will-O-Wisp is fine, but I should have just Airstream Togekiss because the Will-O-Wisp, if you don't follow me, it covers for the Lumberry. And since I knew that my own Togekiss was eject button there, I could just force it out. So yeah, we'll play a third game today. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're going to find our third opponent of the day. And it is a Rain team. I actually think I ran into this opponent while I was playing earlier and practicing, and I got demolished because they were running U-turn Dragapult, where you U-turn into Weakness Policy Ludicolo, immediately switch into Pelipper, and just sweep. So that is the play I have to watch out for. And the actual best way to avoid that is actually just go Sableye Cramorant, take away Ludicolo's eject button, and then just Airstream to KO it. So we're going to go with that. When I played this opponent the first time, I actually went with the same lead, but I was just scared of, like, Thunderbolt, Dragapult. Could be really scary, honestly. Then in the back, we want Gastrodon for this matchup. Let's see. And then probably Rotom. This actually makes me really weak to the Ferrothorn, though. So Arcanine might be better. It just feels so weird bringing Arcanine into a matchup against Rain. But because we've got Gastrodon, Gastrodon actually protects Arcanine a fair amount. So I think we'll bring it. We need an answer against Ferrothorn. So the strategy here is trick away the eject button, or sorry, the weakness policy, and then go from there. But maybe my opponent will adapt. And maybe it is a special Dragapult too with an electric type attack. Let's see if they go with the same lead as I played them before. Okay, it is Ludi Dragapult. So yeah, turn 1 what we're going to do here is just go for the trick onto the Ludicolo, Dynamax Cramorant, and go for Max Airstream. The problem with the strategy is if it is special Dragapult with Thunder, which totally could be the case on a Rain team. If it is that, we just lose, I think. So we're going to Dynamax first, though, which is a good sign. That means Dragapult is not Dynamaxing, and given that it's not Dynamaxing, I'm not sure it can even KO us. So, yeah, if you ever see Dragapult, Ludi, and Pelipper in Team Preview, expect the self-U-turn play. But I am glad to have brought out Cramorant 3 games in a row and have it Dynamax every game and have it get 3 attacks off. It's gotten 3 attacks off in all the previous matches. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're faster than Ludicolo as well. That's why Cramorant's kind of neat. It's actually pretty decent speed tier. So we might just be able to knock out the Ludicolo here and not even let it get a single attack off. Which is one of the cool things you can do. Oh, actually, what will happen is the U-turn will happen first. So the Pelipper is going to swap in, and that's actually going to give the Ludicolo the speed boost. But we took away the weakness policy, and I think Airstream will probably knock out Ludicolo. Oh, actually, it forced my opponent out. Oh my god. I'm clipping that for sure. I mean, I got fortunate because I ran into this person an hour ago when I was practicing with this team just to get the hang of it. I mean, I think we just win now. I think Cramorant literally just sweeps through my opponent's entire team, but it's not every day you see that happen. That was crazy. Now I have the weakness policy. And we can even take the leftovers away from Ferrothorn by tricking that slot. Alright, the game's not over by any means, though, so let's not get cocky, but that is a huge early advantage for us. Like a trick. I'm going to Airstream again with Cramorant, because I want to outspeed things. Let's see. I don't know the Dragapult set. I could double up into Ferrothorn. But I could also just distribute damage. I mean, Will-O-Wisping Ferrothorn and Airstreaming Dragapult seems pretty safe. It's going to be Pelipper and Ludi in the back. Yeah, Ferrothorn protects. That's why I didn't want to double into that. I can't believe that happened. That was so sick. At first I was like, oh, wait, I'm going to have to eject it out. But the Pelipper is going to come in first. And I was like, wait, U-turn. I forgot that U-turn literally just hits you. That was so funny. Okay, nice. So U-turn comes out, Pelipper comes in, but we're going to get an Airstream boost, and another Airstream will knock that out. And my opponent can Dynamax at this point, so, I mean, the bird is going to be at +3 speed after another Hurricane. Or, sorry, after another Max Airstream, and then it can just Hurricane everything to death. That does really good damage there, too. Nice. I think we'll probably want to deny Pelipper the Tailwind, so we'll probably just Airstream that slot. Low-key want to take away Ferrothorn's leftovers. But it could switch out into something like could get Weakness Policy proc. I mean, Will-O-Wisp is safer, I guess. Foul Play for damage also isn't bad. We could also double up in a Ferrothorn, but I'm not sure that's knocking out, to be honest. I'm going to go for a third Airstream, I think. Is there merit in giving one of these a speed boost? No. Yeah, let's just Will-O-Wisp Ferrothorn. It's going to make it pretty useless. And then Specs Hurricane should do a lot against it. So no Protect from Pelipper, and Will-O-Wisp connects. So dream scenario here for us. I still can't believe that happened. But yeah, the first time I played my opponent, when I was, like I said, practicing, he absolutely demolished me with that same combo. And the main reason was, like, I was like, oh, I could so easily just Dynamax Cramorant and just go for a Max Airstream, but I was really afraid of Special Dragapult, because on that team it looked like Special would make sense. You get Thunder. You can run Thunder basically a little bit more consistently. Ferrothorn's just going to Gyro Ball. Okay, it's fine. So, yeah. It's a really scary combination to go off. Like, self U-turning is really cool. Like, self-procking your Weakness Policy. We've seen some combos like that, you know, Vanillux into Togekiss. Self Ice Shard, or Vanillux into Dragapult. Sagen's team with the Duraludon and the Darmanitan as well. Alright, so Ludicolo comes out. We're actually going to be faster now with the Cramorant, but obviously we might get faked out here, but at this point, that's fine. It's not like the Ferrothorn's knocking us out anyway. And I think I am actually going to trick away Ferrothorn's leftovers and Hurricane. That's the cool thing about Trick. You don't necessarily need to use it to eject your opponent's Dynamax. You can also steal items away, basically. And stealing items away is honestly really helpful. Ludicolo actually reveals it has Protect. Okay. Although that's not too surprising. I mean, I feel like Protect is just a lot more common nowadays. It says a serving of leftovers, too. That's the first time I've seen that text. That's cool. Alright, Gyro Ball. Does that KO us? Yes. But whatever. We got rid of Ferrothorn's leftovers. So although the funny thing here is if we Flamethrower it, we'll actually proc the Weakness Policy. So let's actually maybe not do that. Gastron's pretty free to come in here right now, though. I mean, Cramorant should just win. It should just one-shot everything with Specs right now. So I think what I want to do is just stockpile here. And Hurricane. And as soon as Rain is over, Flamethrower from the Arcanine will also just be able to knock out the Ferrothorn. Yeah, and so after the speed boost, Cramorant outspeeds everything. That's why Airstream is such a good attack. That is satisfying, though. Alright, so Stockpile comes out. Power Whip shouldn't even do too much, especially with the Rindo Berry. And Hurricane will just knock out both Pokemon. It's going to be Leech Seed, and we managed to get an Avoid as well. I am so glad to have brought out Cramorant every game and Dynamaxed and gotten all 9 Dynamax max moves off, basically. 3 from each game. Because when I was practicing with it, I was getting crushed, and I felt like I just wasn't playing with it properly. And sometimes it's hard to force against certain teams, honestly. So we did get fortunate with some of these matchups. Plus, I obviously knew the second team, which was mine, which helped a lot. Yeah, let's just double up on a Dragapult. I wonder if Specs Hurricane just knocks out Dragapult. Let's see. Ah, so close. It's got Draco Meteor. So it is special. I really wonder. I guess it doesn't have an electric type attack. This probably knocks out us. Never mind. Cramorant is actually beefier than I thought. U-turn and Draco. Wonder what the rest of the moves are. Probably a ghost type attack. I don't know what item that Dragapult would have. Maybe Focus Sash? Yeah, as Leech Seed comes out. But that's fine. At this point with Arcanine in the back, we'll win. That's why we needed to bring Arcanine into this matchup. And the rain is over, so we can just swap out Cramorant and Arcanine, Flamethrower, and that'll be game. Man, eject button is like not the most consistent strategy, but the reason why I like it on the Sableye is because Sableye is actually like decently tanky, and you can actually get multiple tricks off. So even if you don't get the Dynamax shenanigans off like we didn't in this game, even just forcing something out immediately can be helpful. And in this case, I mean, in this third game, we were able to obviously pull that off. But yeah, it's not something you should rely on every game, but that's the thing. Like, even if you don't necessarily pull it off, you can still get some cool plays from it. So we shall bring in Arcanine. We'll get the Intimidate. And Flamethrower will just finish us off next turn. If not, we'll activate the Weakness Policy, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, nice. And just a Leech Seed. Yeah, I mean, against combos like this, it's basically super snowbally. Like, if you know what's coming and you're able to stop it, that's great. If not, you will probably get swept by it, to be honest, if you don't have good counterplay to it. But recognizing it in team preview is also important. Yeah, I'll just switch out so I can't heal anymore and then Flamethrower, but there's no way this is surviving Flamethrower anyway. Yeah. So, good game to my opponent. I got fortunate because, like I said, I played them when I was practicing right beforehand, so knew what the shenanigans on that team were. But, yeah, if you see Ludi plus Dragapult in team preview, expect a potential U-turn self-combo. But, yeah, I want to give props to my opponent because they kicked my butt the first time we played right before when I was playing a couple practice games. So, this time around, I just knew what was coming. But, yeah, we made for a highlight reel play, which was pretty cool. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks to Plup for providing this team. I'll probably play another 1 or 2 episodes with it if you guys enjoy it, because we went up against, obviously, like, pretty competitive teams, and we're able to do decently against it. And today we were a little fortunate because I knew what was coming in a lot of those matches. So, yeah, some matchup RNG luck for us. But Cramorant ends up putting in a ton of work today, and I'm glad to debut it and show it off. Plup really impressed me with it in the Invitational tournament, and it was actually the MVP for today's episode as well. So definitely I'm happy about that. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you guys enjoy, please show your support by leaving a like, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.